Picture a roaring Roman crowd, eagerly awaiting a brutal clash of warriors in a massive arena. This was ancient Rome, where gladiators fought for their lives and slaves toiled endlessly, both serving as entertainment for an empire built on dominance. Gladiators and slaves, though in different roles, were central to Roman society. Both symbolized Rome's power and the rigid hierarchy that defined life in the empire. Their lives were marked by violence and exploitation, with gladiators thrilling crowds in bloody spectacles and slaves performing the labor that sustained Roman life. Gladiators were the stars of Roman entertainment, fighting in arenas like the Colosseum. Originally tied to funerary rites, gladiatorial combat evolved into a spectacle sponsored by emperors to appease the masses. Most gladiators were slaves, prisoners of war or condemned criminals, trained in special schools under harsh conditions. Although they could achieve fame and in rare cases freedom, most gladiators lived brutal lives. The combat in the arena, while entertaining to the masses, often ended in death, showcasing Rome's military dominance and reminding the public of the power of the ruling elite. While gladiators fought in the arenas, slaves were the backbone of Roman society. They worked in homes, fields, and mines, performing essential labor. Many slaves were prisoners of war or born into slavery with no legal rights. Though some gained wealth or freedom, most lived under oppressive conditions, subject to their owners' whims. Slaves' labor allowed the Roman elite to live in luxury, with the constant threat of violence keeping them in line. Occasionally, slaves rebelled, as in the famous uprising led by Spartacus in 73 BCE, but such revolts were rare and often brutally suppressed. The violence that characterized both gladiatorial games and slavery reflected Rome's values. Gladiators and slaves were seen as expendable, and their treatment showcased the empire's focus on conquest and power. The spectacles of death and exploitation entertained the public while reinforcing social hierarchies. Gladiators and slaves, though different in role, both served as tools of control and entertainment in ancient Rome. Their suffering underscored the inequalities of Roman society, where violence and domination were central to the empire's identity. While Rome is often celebrated for its achievements, the lives of its gladiators and slaves reveal a darker side of its grandeur.